What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Masculine Energy. I'm here on a mission to help make men great again. Men have lost their way. Men have lost their focus. And I'm going to dive deep into why that is on this channel. But first, if she asks for a break. Now, before I start this video, the channel sponsor is Tactical Soap Company. It's going to be down below. And it's got that pheromone infused stuff, the pheromone infused soap for all of your wonderful cleaning needs. So I kind of want to make it kind of like a little commercial thing, but in this video I want to talk about when she asks for a break, or when she says that she needs. So my initial response would be, this isn't a video game, so if you want a break, we're not playing a video game. So what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean you want a break? What does that even mean? That's something I would say. I'd be all cheeky and fucking asshole-ish about it, but let's be real, everyone's not me, and not everyone has the confidence to say something like that to a girl. Or some of you might be more confident than me, but fine, fucking hit the road, Jack. But so like, all jokes aside, when somebody says that they want to, it means the attraction level that she has towards you has dropped to the point where she's like, I want to find something different. I want to find something better. I want to find something that I deserve. That's what she thinks in her head. Her value, your value in her eyes is in the shit. And sometimes there's another guy around. Sometimes there's somebody else that could be catching her eye. Sometimes there are things that could cause her to look another way. But usually when the attraction is low, again, she has options. She has people looking around. She has people saying things to her. Like, there's things that you got to be aware of, fellas. So when you aren't at your tip top, in terms of the growth that you're trying to accomplish in life, that's when she's going to start looking around, because she doesn't see your value. And especially if you don't see your value. So when she asks for a break, there's been certain behaviors that you're doing, certain things that you have done or said or didn't do that you should be doing, that she thinks that, hey, you're not living up to your potential here. And again, when they ask for a break, it's usually because instead of a break up, they want to take a break so they can test the waters with somebody else, or they can test the waters with someone that they think is more valuable than you. That's really all it is. And then once they go, okay, and they go test the waters and see what that other person's all about, and they like it, and they're trying to trade up, then if it works in their favor, then like, score, I got a new person. If it doesn't work out, then boom, they got you to go back to. It's a win-win for them, right? As long as you guys are taking care of everything in the masculine level, and you're not losing her attraction, her attraction not going down because of you, then everything's fine. You don't really have anything to worry about. But again, keep an eye on her behavior. Make sure that you're watching what she's doing, not what she's saying to you. So again, if she's asking for a break, she obviously doesn't value you. So if anybody ever tried to take a break with me, I'd be like, here's a Kit Kat bar. There you go. Like, get out of my life, because I know my value. You guys have to understand, you are a valuable person. You have a lot to bring to the table, as long as you actually do, or you're striving for more. Always be striving for more, guys. Always. There's a ton of books behind me. Like, I'm going to fill this entire bookshelf up full of books. But a lot of these books I have in my audio, like on Audible, and I listen to them all the time. And there's a couple books I don't have on there, like, that are in my Audible, and I've been listening to them, and I've been trying to just expand my mind and always understand that value is something that like, when it comes down to it, if you have value or not, it really depends on what you know versus what other people know. And it's like, what are you doing that's different from ordinary people? Why do you stand out? So when you read more, you're expanding your mind. Most people don't read, so read. Leaders are readers. That's where that saying comes from. So reading business books, understanding human nature, and then understanding why women act the way that they do. Honestly, I don't really blame them for their behavior, because they're just looking for the strongest man. It's really men who are losing their focus and getting too relationship focused. Now, I understand the confusion, because men are like, well, why don't you just tell me what you want? Well, they're not always going to come out and tell you. They want you to already know. And I'm not on their side. It's not like that. It's just, I'm trying to let you guys know that there's a certain way that they have to be for their own protection. And sometimes they don't even know why they act the way that they do. So that's why you never get advice about men from women. You just don't. So it's a really simple concept when you really break it all down. It's just, they want the strongest man. And if you aren't the strongest man, and like, if a more handsome person comes along with more status and more money, better looking, if that person comes along and you're not handling shit right, she's going to want to trade up. She's going to think twice about you. And again, but you have to be doing everything right. Like, and there's certain things, you know, you're going to fail tests from here. Like sometimes it's just going to happen. Okay. But you have to recognize and get really, really good at understanding where her attraction level is. You have to get really good at reading her body language, get really good at that stuff. That's what reading the books is all about, and practicing. Because when you get really good at reading somebody's body language, you can tell what they feel when they're around you, right? You can tell exactly what they're thinking and feeling when they're around you. So when a woman's smiling at you and looking at you, like if you're sitting there, right, you're chilling with your boys, or maybe you're at a house, let's say you're at a house party, right? You're sitting there like this, kicking it, you're having a drink, and you look over and a girl's looking at you, then looks away, and then you're chilling, you're like, okay, I caught it. Then you look, and then you're just chilling, you look back, and she's looking at you again, and then she smiles, then looks away. And she's like, you know, drinking her drink, and she smiles, like, and then she looks away. What do you think she's thinking? She wants that dick, or she wants you to come talk to her, right? All jokes aside, she wants that dick though. Understanding body language, like, and there's some subtle ways, like when you're looking at a woman, okay, you're looking at her, you don't want to look at her like this because you're looking down your nose at her. You want to look at her like this, because if you look at her like that, it makes her feel like you're at her level and you're not looking at her like some sort of piece of shit, right? So there's those little things, and that's what reading the books has got me. Reading got me everywhere. Got me to the best point in my life that it can be. So this video is dragging on a little bit long, so I'm done.